Hello and welcome to My Dad Wrote a Porno, the Footnotes. It's Christmas Day. I hope you're having a great day. It's about to get even better because we are putting your questions to the author himself, Mr. Rocky Flintstone. Hi James and Alice, how are you doing?
Very good.
Very well. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Can't believe we're spending Christmas Day together.
And I'm not spending it with Rocky. Imagine that.
That doesn't surprise me.
So guys, as you know, we asked you for questions to Rocky Flintstone. We sent them to him. He has got back to us with all of his answers. Are you ready?
Yes.
We got loads of questions.
We did, I know.
There was a lot to sift through, and
A lot of the same kind of themes. People want to know
inspirations.
exactly. Maybe why is a question that comes up a lot.
Why is cropped up? Yes.
Also, like, how do I unhear this? That sort of thing.
Yeah. Who do I call for therapy? All that sort of
Precisely. So Rocky has been unfiltered in his responses.
He really has. I mean, should we just get on with it? Because I feel like people are on tenterhooks.
thing. Yeah.
Let's go for it.
So the first question is from Luke on Twitter, and he's asked the question that we've all been asking since episode 1 of My Dad Wrote a Porno. Why? Just why?
Thank you, Luke.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a good place to start.
Why the hell, Dad?
Yeah. Why? It's true. We don't know. I'm interested to hear his answer.
Prepare to be disappointed. So Dad emailed, "Hi Luke, it was a rainy day in England and I'd just finished my income tax form.
Cost centre. Is this a story in itself?
So I thought I'd do a bit of writing in a similar vein. Belinda actually started off as my income tax inspector.
Oh.
Not a bad idea looking back on it. Might develop that theme in a new series."
Is that a note to himself or to Luke?
I think both. Luke, you've been invited into the thought process of Rocky Flintstone. Congratulations.
Luke, sorry you don't get a cut.
Hence all of the business and leadership. I mean, we saw glimpses of it, but now it makes sense.
Well, it makes no sense at all, but sure.
So Belinda is based on Rocky's tax inspector.
Has he met his tax inspector?
I don't know. Do you meet your tax
I don't
inspector?
think you do.
Is tax inspector a job?
What's a tax inspector? So there you go. Question 1 down.
Well, that's it.
That was it. I told you
doing
there was
his-
absolutely no answer there at all.
Great. Question 2.
Question 2 is from Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick. And he said, "What celebrity do you think Belinda most closely resembles?"
Oh, yeah, because
Well,
we've
we
had...
know what we think.
Yeah.
Megan Fox, we thought for the casting.
Yeah. So Dad thinks, he says, "Hi, Nick. And that's a really easy one for me to answer. I can see her now on the beach, bikini clad. It's Jane... It's Jane Rizzoli."
No, celebrity Rocky.
Is that a friend of the family?
He says, "Angie Harmon, so-called sister of Mark, in NCIS."
Oh, good
Oh,
lord.
from...
He loves NCIS.
What is NCIS?
It's a crime show. It's an
What
American
does it
crime
stand for?
Tax Inspector Service? I don't know.
Can somebody please Google Jane Rizzoli?
Can we spell it, please?
Yeah, RIZZOLI.
Okay, guys, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Jane Rizzoli's fit.
Oh, okay.
This is Jane Rizzoli.
Oh, yeah, and I can actually see...
Oh, hello, Belinda.
I can see that.
Megan, I'm sorry, we've just lost the contract. It's Jane's now.
Bet she'll be cheaper than Megan as well.
Well, great. Now she's going to want to do it. Look at Jane Rizzoli. I
Oh,
can
she's
imagine that. I can
beautiful.
imagine that dark hair draped across the. I'd encourage anyone listening to Google Jane Rizzoli.
Yeah.
She's a raven.
Suddenly searches for Jane Rizzoli go up on Christmas Day and no one knows why.
So question number 3 is from Chandley, and their question is just one word. Symbols? Question mark.
The symbols that were painted on Belinda in
In
mud
the maze, yeah.
by Peter Rouse, I presume.
So Rocky says, "Hi Chandley, I thought it was okay to use symbols. The guy who taught me to write, cough cough, Stephen King, uses them now and again. So I thought if Steve, well, he's actually called him Steph, if Steph can do it, Rox
friend.
can do it."
Also, is that libelous? Because I feel like Stephen King would want to distance himself from Rocky.
Yeah. Don't blame Stephen King for this.
No, it's because Stephen King wrote a book that Dad basically read that's inspired him to write.
Is it called Stephen Blink?
I wish.
So which book is that, please?
So Rocky continues. Here's a tip from the top. Steph's book on writing a member of the craft is not a bad way to jizz up your writing skills. Look what it did for me.
What is he talking about?
I love that these answers are literally stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
This is less edited than Belinda Blink.
Yeah. And also, how are we less informed from getting the answers to the questions? We thought this would clear things up. It hasn't. It's just made things even more
Jizz
complicated.
up your writing skills or something, and some woman in a bikini is all I've learned so far.
Charlotte Freinberg asks, what constitutes youngish?
Good point.
Good question.
Yeah, we thought it'd be late 50s, didn't we?
Rocky says, hi Charlotte, great name. Do you mind if I use it in a plot?
Oh, goodness, I don't think she agreed to that.
There's a saying in some published author circles that you're as young as the partner you're with. I don't know where he got that from.
Who says that?
So I'd say as long as they're breathing, enjoy and live life to the full. Be a rockette.
Rocket! Those are fans of Rocky. So as long as you're alive, you're youngish.
You're youngish. So I think he's like, you're as young as you feel, is basically what he's saying.
I don't understand. This is just a string of symbols.
This literally is.
Steph King would know what to make of this, but I don't.
Socko says, what are Rocky's literary influences?
Good question.
Can't wait to hear the answer to this.
Rocky. I have to be really honest. A good bottle of Australian Chardonnay from Lidl, followed by a couple of G&Ts from Gordon's, is all the influence Belinda
Why
Blink
is he
needs.
putting loads of brands in?
Does he want to get some free stuff?
He can't get any free stuff. So there you go. So he's just basically drunk when he writes it. Brilliant.
They're his literary influences. Booze.
A bottle of wine and a gin.
These are brilliant. I'm learning absolutely zero.
It's like a chapter of Belinda Blink so far, but worse, if that's possible.
But it's better because they're shorter.
That's true.
Daisy has asked, who does he most identify with in the book?
In terms of characters.
And he said, I identify most with Sir James Godwin.
Knight of the Realm.
Who we've heard basically nothing from.
Yeah. As he pulls the shots and is closer to my age.
He pulls the shots.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Also calls the shots. But he doesn't pull the shots.
Maybe Rocky, you know the whole thing with the master plan and
Yeah.
the Duchess coming clean? Maybe kind of Rocky made it clear in his head but has never actually explained it on paper.
Well, I did say I thought it would be about Sir James Godwin.
Yeah, and he actually just goes on to say, you get to hear more about him in books 2, 3 and 4.
Oh,
Spoiler
wonderful.
alert.
4 books. 4 books, guys, so far, to date.
So there you go.
So we're going to be trapped in my spare room next to this really loud boiler for at least 3 more books.
I think so.
Rick has said, Dear Rocky, have you no shame?
It's a good question.
Rocky, hi Rick. No, capitals. Pass the Chardonnay.
I feel like Rocky was drunk when he wrote these answers.
Probably. Simon has asked, how many times has Rocky come across road signs that weren't true to their word?
Ah, yes, of course. Those Oxfordshire road signs.
They're tricksy.
Rocky says, hi Simon. Now I'm not stupid. I don't
think Simon said that, to be fair.
I can quickly work out that you work for the Highways Agency, and this is a trick question. So I'm going to be very diplomatic and say the 729, most of which are in Northwest Ireland.
I bet in Northwest Ireland people move them around so they go the wrong way and things like that.
Oh, they're pranksters in Northwest Ireland, aren't they?
Notoriously.
Marky Mark says, my question is...
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Actually, Mark Wahlberg.
His question is, why a maze? Why of all the possible places to set 3 chapters in, why a maze?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm with Marky Mark on this. I think that was genius, but go on.
Well, Rocky says, hi Marky, have you ever been to a maze?
You idiot.
They're, to say the least, amazing. Seriously though,
bro.
I mean, that is a classic dad joke. Seriously though, I have to admit my local maze was the reason for these 3 chapters.
Oh, maze is in one made out of maize.
Yeah. Now, when we open the Belinda Blink's Blast theme park in Tooting...
Oh, imagine the rides. What would you have? Like
in Tooting, in South London specifically. Why?
The Rivet roller coaster. The Pomegranate Mountain.
Belinda
Just
Blink's...
the large black dildo. That's all it is. That's all you're right.
Belinda Blink's Blast theme park in Tooting. We're going to have a maze where you can bring your girlfriend and have some fun.
Girlfriend? Very presumptuous.
Yeah. So I'll try and get you some comps.
It doesn't
exist, Rocky. It does not exist.
How can you give comps?
So he wants to open a theme park. That's new.
It's novel.
It's also not happening. So those are your questions. I hope you gleaned something from them, more than we did. And before we go, we have sourced the blurb for Series 2 of My Dad Wrote a Porno with Belinda Blink 2.
Love the use of sourced.
Are you ready? Yeah, yeah.
Dragged it off the internet.
Where's this going to go? I'm excited.
Okay, you ready? As you know from Belinda Blinked 1, Belinda is a sales director of Steele's Pots and Pans. Based in central London, she is the expert in cracking the most difficult of accounts. She does this by removing her high heels. Belinda Blink 2 continues her adventures. This time, she travels to Amsterdam, where she meets her first large international client.
We're going international.
Wait, Amsterdam? Who's based in Amsterdam again?
I can't remember. Peter Rouse? I think she's going
I think it's Peter Rouse, yeah. She is literally carpeted by Dr. Peter Robbins, who is in charge of contracts. And Peter spelled with P-I-T-E-R.
Is that off of,
off
of foreign,
Is
yeah.
that, yeah.
Wait a sec, sorry, she's carpeted.
What does that mean?
Floored, does he mean? Like as in bowled over?
Yeah, I
Is that
think
what that
so,
means?
yeah. I hope so. Or sexually.
Sexually
Had
carpeted.
sex on the carpet? I don't know.
Carpet burns.
Sure, whatever. Not my place to ask.
Assisted by his secretary, Helga.
For goodness
Why has
sake.
everyone got Russian names in Amsterdam?
Assisted by his secretary, Helga, Belinda makes it through to her evening out on the town with managing director and chairman Peter Rouse. He's back.
Oh, thank goodness.
Peter's back.
I love that the fact that he's here gives us all a moment of, oh, thank God.
Reassurance,
Yeah.
definitely.
At an exclusive restaurant, Belinda meets the influential Russian Grigor Kalansky
Of course she does.
and his personal assistant, Lara Alexandra Kuznetsov.
Can I just say what I said about the blurb for book 1? This isn't a blurb. This is the full story. This leaves nothing out.
It's like one of those trailers where it just tells you everything that's going to happen.
Kalansky introduces Belinda to the Countess Zara of Leningrad, who gives
Oh, can we start now? I'm so excited.
her a Russian Dutch-style introduction to her group of contacts.
I love a Russian Dutch style introduction.
What's that? Vodka in a windmill?
I think it's gin in the vagina. Oh no.
That's very English. That's
Very much an Oxfordshire thing.
Yeah.
Eventually, Belinda gets back to her office in London, where she deals with a potential sales staff resignation in her own stylistic way.
She shags him. She's like, you're not going anywhere.
Do you think it's one of the regional sales managers?
I think it's Des Martin.
Dave Wilcox.
Dave Wilcox.
I'd get rid of them both, actually, to be honest.
Wow, so we've pretty much got the whole plot there.
Well, Belinda continues her goal of getting in the business by getting off with the major players in the male-dominated world of big business. Read and learn.
Read and learn. Don't learn anything from
Yeah,
this.
seriously. And also, let's just not read it.
I didn't understand the last line, but then I never do. Perfect. I think that sounds perfect for book 2.
Oh, wait.
Love that he's written 4, though. He's churning them out.
Churning them out. So this is it. Thank you so much for listening to Series 1 of My Dad Wrote a Porno. We really, really appreciate you all listening and getting involved with Rocky and Belinda Blinked.
I feel like we've ended 2015 in style.
See you in Amsterdam.
See you there.